Good Morning Britain presenter Kate Garraway clashed with Mel Stride over his comments about Rachel Reeves' spring statement. Kate Garraway butted heads with Mel Stride as they discussed Rachel Reeves' spring statement. On Wednesday, March 26, the Chancellor outlined a fresh set of cuts to government spending without raising taxes, blaming a dramatic slowdown in growth. Speaking on Thursday's, March 27, installment of Good Morning Britain, Shadow Chancellor Stride said he believes Ms. Rachel Reeves came to office without a plan and talked down the economy. Ripping into the Labour politician, he told presenters Garraway and Richard Madeley, "One thing is that when she came to Parliament yesterday, what she was doing was explaining how she is going to dig herself out of this massive hole of her own creation through taxing businesses, spending like Terry's no tomorrow, putting up inflation, higher interest rates and all the consequences of that." Sharing what he believes the Labour government should have done, he continued, "What you would have wanted to do was get into office, have some serious principal welfare reform that would have made more savings and been properly thought through with a proper plan." The Tory MP added, "What you don't want to do is what this government has done, is to tank the economy and in order to try and desperately make the numbers add up, to coddle together the savings that she has. That's not good for the taxpayer and it's also not fair for a lot of vulnerable people up and down the country." Garraway, 57, chimed in by saying that is simply Mr. Stride's view and explained how the Labour government has said they are simply trying to rectify what was left to them by the previous government. "Well, that's your view, Minister," as people might say, the broadcaster responded. "She would say she's digging herself out of a hole that 14 years of Conservative government have left her in." The newsreader continued, "She's trying to balance the books, she's set her own fiscal rules which she's trying to stick to protect various areas, not wanting to increase taxes, all that balancing going on. But the principle that you said, that people are going to suffer, that's something you wanted to do. You wanted to cut 12 billion. You talked a lot about the burgeoning welfare bill and how it needed to be cut, and so, what plans would you have done differently then?" As the Conservative MP began addressing the term principal welfare reform, Garraway interjected, "Hang on. You were in power for 14 years, so what didn't you do that you think in a 15th you could have done?" "We did do a lot, Kate," Stride claimed. The conversation sparked backlash from Good Morning Britain viewers, who took aim at Garraway for being biased during the interview.